Hey.
Lit.
Are we here? Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. It's always on with Tonya Jay.
Hey.
DJ Jay Weiss. How you doing, Jay?
I'm living. Hey, how you doing? I'm good.
I'm trying to get together. I'm late because they had blocked off all the area.
Yeah, and I was trying to get us a quick last-minute call from the Image Awards. Supposed to be hot. Jesse's supposed to be there, pick up an award. Everybody's thinking he should lay low. So we're going to see what's happening. Let's see if we can get that call to come through.
We'll call him back.
Yeah, that's what we're going to try to do. It's exactly what we're trying to do. What's the number? 929? I forget this number sometimes.
929-227-4646. Everybody call in. We got some stuff we're talking about today. We're going to be talking about Smollett, of course. And
of course. We're going to be talking with the news director, how that's going to play in the media.
Yeah, so we got Tio Hardiman from Chicago coming back.
We should get him lit right away.
He should be calling in the next 4 minutes. So
minutes and counting.
Yeah, so while we're waiting, we should just talk to each other's. Me, you, Jay Weiss, Malcolm. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Great.
So you taking pictures? He's our photographer. We have a photographer. So all the numbers, all the pictures that you see recently are from Malcolm.
Yes, indeed. Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm here on behalf of DJ Jay Ice, represent Wu-Tang. Photography.
How'd you get in it? You been in it a long time?
I beg your pardon?
You've been in photography for a long time?
Actually, my dad is a pressman, and I've always been involved somewhat.
Did you say you were going to a movie last week? You were going to study the art? You had something going on?
Yeah, that was King Kong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Also, filmography, photography. It's all expansion of capturing that cinema. This is a tool. One of my first toys, the camera.
Oh, really?
Yes.
One of your first toys.
Yes. Yeah.
So you didn't have a Tonka toy. You had a camera.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
That's pretty funny.
Yes.
He's better than some of these comedians that be coming up here right now.
Well, hey, I mean,
not some of them. Just
I only had one or two of them on here now.
All right.
You know what's even better? Tanya's birthday's coming up, just for the record.
Yes, my birthday is coming up.
We ain't gonna talk numbers, but let's talk about the event.
Yes, so I guess on the 12th and 13th, I have my college friends coming in town, and we're going to celebrate. Subi and Lynette are coming in town. These are my college girls, way back, funny as hell. They're coming in town to celebrate with me. We're going to go to Tao to eat dinner. We're staying in the city because they want to do the New York experience, of course.
Of course.
I don't, but that's only because I live here, and because they're my girls, I'll go. So I want to do that. What's that yard that they just put up?
I just went to Hudson Yard.
Oh yeah, how was it? How was it?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Shiny, new, fresh.
Did you go all the way to the top?
Oh, the vessel.
Yeah.
No, I didn't do the vessel.
You didn't?
I sighted, seen it, been it, but I didn't go up it. I didn't find the thrill. I mean, for me, I didn't find the thrill of going up, whatever it is, 259 steps or whatever the case may be.
There isn't an elevator?
But I'm excited about it. No. I don't think there is. I don't know. There's an elevator within, But I didn't go on it. I just been but I went to. I had a couple of lunch meetings there. I went to Bel Capo, I think, and I went to this other place called Queen something, which looks west. Of course, I've been to Neiman's. I ran around the floors. I was hanging out. I took pictures. They own your photos if you take pictures of the vessel.
They do?
Yeah, there's something they contracted. I guess they can't get every picture, but I guess if they wanted one, they could. Yeah, so that's that. Gotta wake up. Yeah, he's on the same bus. How can he talk over?
Wait a minute. So Clarence is on the same bus too?
Just quickly.
Just call in. I just told Tio to call. Tio, we're ready for your call. So yeah, it was a busy week. I hope everybody's getting ready for Easter. That's coming up. Oh yeah, April Fool's is first. So what's the craziest joke you ever played on anybody on April Fool? April Fools? You played any jokes on anybody?
I'm not a prankster.
I don't do that.
Y'all boring.
Pranksters could get you killed.
Facts. Nah, these days, right? 2019, right?
Whatever. What about you, Malcolm? You play any pranks on April Fools?
Wow. I actually have a lot of good friends that were born on April 1st.
Yeah, me too.
I was born on Easter Sunday.
Oh, he's
Yeah?
calling the wrong number.
Yeah.
All right, stand by.
Okay, so when is your
Clarence,
birthday?
we need you to call that 929
15.
number.
April 15th?
Yes.
Mine's is 16th.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Oh.
It's gonna work. I can hear you. Just try that.
Somebody.
Hold
T.O.?
Hello,
Hello?
I'm here.
Hey, T.O.
on. Okay, I gotta.
Hey, how you doing again today?
Hey, T.O. How are you? It's Tonya,
All right.
Jay, Malcolm,
Hey, man, you know.
Jay Weiss. How you doing?
I'm always good here in Chi-Town, always good.
Yes, Chi-Town. What's going on with you?
Well, you know, working hard. You know, I've been doing a few interviews on this Jusse Smollett situation, doing my best to try to reduce violence, and, you know, I'm still teaching as a, you know, adjunct professor in restorative justice, criminal justice, and doing the best we can to just, you know, keep hope alive.
Keep hope alive, all right. So, speaking about Jusse, I mean, you heard about, I'm sure, well, you're all in it and everything. What is it, 17, 16 counts were dropped?
16.
16, right?
16, 1-6.
Yes.
16.
Yeah. So, what do you? How do you feel about that? I mean, a lot of people have mixed feelings. I'm mixed too. I feel sorry for the dude.
Yeah, we never wished any jail time on Jusse. Let me make that clear. Obviously, here, just like an old school Teddy Pendergrass record, I think we got to let it go. It looks like another crooked Cook County TKO, okay?
I think you got. I like that. You do got to let it go. Listen,
the reason I said that is because I never ever in my life heard of a guy doing performing community service before he was actually, you know, actually ordered to perform community service. Now, I think Jusse he's a young guy. If he would just tell the truth, he can get over this because something was worked out. Even though they dropped the charges, but something was worked out here in crooked Cook County in order for him to walk. And my biggest concern is that what about the regular people that get caught up in similar type cases? They're not as fortunate, okay? You know, and due to his relationships with people in high places like Michelle Obama and Mrs. Chin, he was able to. They worked something out with Jesse Jackson for him to perform community services. Just let me say this because I did an interview on Fox News, and Jesse once said he was the gay Tupac, and what I said was, no, he's more like Milli Vanilli.
I heard that. I heard that on your interview.
Let me ask you a quick question. Is it a fact that there was some? Is it a fact that there was some type of influence used from high places? Is that a fact? Because I heard that.
Well, yeah, nobody would ever cop to that, but there was definitely some influence. You had to take a look at Michelle Obama. You know, I'm not saying it in a bad way. You know, she's the first lady. You know, we salute Michelle Obama. But the lady, Miss Chin, Barack Obama, is one of his former staff. Calls were made, and Kim Foxx herself had a conversation with some of Jusse Smollett's family members. And this situation has caused Kim Foxx some embarrassment here in Chicago, Cook County as well. But without a doubt, you know something happened. There had to be some type of favor
without a doubt.
taking place. Without a doubt.
Without a doubt, we know something happened.
I mean, the other people got away with it with the college fiasco, paying their way for their kids to get in. What's the difference?
Well, we're not getting a Jusse Smollett prize. I remember Chris Rock said that about OJ. Why vote for him? Why root for him? You're not going to get a prize. So does this become one of those other things where we go, well, at least he got out and he's good to go. He did the right thing. Because
that's what it is.
Because, you know, well, not to cut you off, but shoot, you boost the ground. So let's hear from you, rather hear from you.
No, I'm saying that, you know, when this story first came out, I knew immediately. As a matter of fact, I had almost 200,000 views on my LinkedIn post about it. I knew immediately that Jusse probably was not telling the truth because in Chicago, you get beat up for real. Nobody gets pimp slaps in Chicago. You don't have no homophobic type of attacks in Chicago, and nobody's going around putting like some rope around nobody's neck in Chicago. So, you know, I'm out here on the ground level working with violence and victims of violence all the time. So the most important thing is this. Jusse, it's time to let it go. Let the man move on, number one. We know some favors were granted his way, but there's no need for President Donald Trump to get involved with it. There's just let it go, because for once, I mean, not for once, but a black man got away with something here. That's the moral of the story.
Right, right. Exactly.
Well, that's the pushback, because I get it.
Right.
I get it. And we knew that as soon as first of all, he had I know his legal team was heavy too. I mean, I think he had Mark Aragos, he had a few other guys.
Yeah, he had.
But the person
heavy.
that showed face during the day when the news conference broke was
the
sister.
female.
Right.
The female, yeah. So
it was like a double win for the creative types in the African American community.
Wait a minute, Tio, did you hear that like the police department is going to like sue people who use the production companies or anything like that?
Now, there's a state legislator in Springfield, Illinois, that's pushing a bill where, they could sue the companies if they hire somebody like that. I mean, it's just ludicrous, really. This is a once-in-a-lifetime, probably, event with Jusse. There's no need to take it that far. You know, the only problem I got with Jusse, sincerely, is we just had a young lady, 33 years old, was shot and killed. Her little 1-year-old toddler was shot in the knee. The husband is in critical condition. 3 weeks ago, we had a 1-year-old baby Chase shot. He's still fighting for his life. But the police cannot solve any crimes in Chicago. But all this attention is being placed on Jusse Smollett. And Jusse's wrong for taking this attention away from the real victims in Chicago. Seriously.
Well, that's one. Who's on it? Let's jump in. Is it Clarence? Hold on, T. I think we got another caller.
Oh, cool.
ESQ. Anyway, we don't want to keep the dead air.
Yeah, exactly, dead air. I was sorry about that. That. But anyways, hold on.
Is it?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
It was Clarence. He hung up. All right. Well, Clarence, hopefully we can get it together.
Right.
And everything. Tio. So what do you think is going to be the next?
Well, let's ask this quick question.
Okay.
So, like you said, let it go. But before they let it go, because it's so, who I like actually is Amon. What's the mayor's name?
The mayor, Rahm Emanuel.
I like him.
Yeah.
I thought he was cool. I even like Eddie Johnson, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, the superintendent. Yeah.
But I know they very upset. You know how? Listen, this is between us. You know how brothers can be.
Are they mad because they got duped? Or they're not
mad because they got duped. They just mad because the way this is all taken its course, like you said, something took place in high places. So now they're going to bill Jusse somehow. He probably already paid it. I'm not talking about the $10K, but they're going to bill him the
$125,000 they're asking for.
That's what it is, $1.25?
Yeah. It's like $125, right, Tio?
That's $130K to be exact.
Ooh, $170. Ooh.
Yeah. Well, no, 130.
Oh, 130.
That's still not heavy.
I mean, Jusse's a big star, but he ain't Beyonce and Jay-Z. That's what I'm saying.
But he got $130. Yeah. Kill the $130. Get out of Dodge. Lay low. Keep it cool. And now he's going to get his job back because nobody was about to give him any love. I mean, Lee was like, all right. Terrence came through, but Tamaji didn't say anything.
Wow.
And another sister.
Would you say anything? If you were working with him and all this stuff went down, would you say something?
It's hard to say that whether I would or wouldn't, to tell you the truth.
Let me say this to you. Being a black man in America, it's hard for us. It should be hard for us to just pass judgments, immediately on our people, and like they go through a court of law. But I must admit, I definitely stepped up first and said, "Hey, this is not true." But I never wished jail time on him. But the thing is, it's hard to step up all the time because this guy, everybody knows, and this is the reason. Let me just say this: the reason the police and the mayor they're so mad is because for the first time in a long time, the police did their job. They did their investigation. They got all the facts, and they know that this guy staged an attack. As a matter of fact, I said he needs to produce a reality show called "Staged Attacks Gone Wrong." Okay, I'm just being real with your audience. Okay.
Well, tell us who you are again. Don't forget to remind the audience who you are. Who we talking to? Tio out of Chicago. Yeah. Tell them about yourself for a sec.
I'm Tio Hardiman. That's Tio Hardiman, and my website is violenceinterrupters.org. and I'm a community leader, community activist in Chicago, and I work to do my best to reduce shootings and homicides across the United States, but definitely in Chicago, and I train people in the field of conflict resolution and restorative justice also. So, and I've traveled to 40 states in the United States. I have to knock out the other 10 remaining states, but I'm just grateful to be a voice of reason, and I always speak truth to power.
So let me ask you a question. The word on the street in Chicago, what are people saying on the street now?
Well,
about this whole thing.
Deep hood, the brothers in the deep parts of the neighborhood are saying, the hell with Jusse and all this stuff. They can care less. That's number one.
Right.
And the people in the political arena, they're saying, everybody knows it's like, and it's Rahm Emanuel used the word whitewash. I plan to use the word blackwash this time because this is a black state's attorney, African-American male, and it is what it is. I mean, like I say, we all were critical at first. The politicians are a little upset about it, but they'll get over it because they never got over what happened to Laquan McDonald. This guy was murdered. They covered it up. People didn't get over all these different innocent young men, black men that were freed from prison because they were wrongfully convicted. So people didn't raise this much noise about those issues. So it's time to really turn the corner on this situation, sincerely. So people are not so speaking about it like they used to at all.
I'm glad.
We have bigger fish to fry. We got too many things.
Do you think he should go to the Image Awards this week?
Yeah. I think he should do what now? Yeah, I heard about that. That's a tough call because Jusse, that's a good question.
It is, right?
Yeah, we're in the court. The court of law vindicated Jusse. If I was Jusse, I would go to the awards and hold my head up.
That's what I think.
Pretty much, hold my head up and do what I got to do. Yes, I think he should go.
I think he should go too. I mean, I understand to see why you might say lay low, but you know what? He went to court every day. He didn't have to.
He was taking selfies.
Well, that was this week.
Yeah, I know.
The first time he wasn't.
No.
And he was pretty clean. And he walked up there and he kind of held his head high. And he said something which was pretty cool. I mean, whether you believe him or don't believe him, he's like, I couldn't be my mother's child if I was
right, yeah.
And he made it sound legit. So he worked on that wrap-up speech really well.
I still feel fishy about the whole situation. I just, I don't understand why anybody would do something like that, and they got all that money and power and whatever. He ain't super rich yet. He's not a real superstar or anything. I just don't understand why he would do something like that.
Well,
so I couldn't judge him, but I judged him.
Yeah.
Sometimes people
I agree with
attention. They seek attention. I've been under scrutiny in the media myself before. I deal with reputation management and all that good stuff. I understand what it was all about. It's about attention seeking. He wanted more money from the Empire show. As a matter of fact, people may not like what I'm about to say, but I'll say it because, I speak up. And R. Kelly needs somebody to make a call for him. I'm not saying I support R. Kelly, hear me clearly, but if Jusse can make the call and have people in high levels supported him, R. Kelly needs a phone call. I'm just putting it out there.
R. Kelly is in a different boat.
R. Kelly needs a few things.
Yes, he needs a little help. There's some
I know.
wrong.
But you see, R. Kelly did just the opposite. He went down low.
Yes.
That's right. He's quiet. He's out of jail. He's not playing.
Yeah, he's keeping it squeaky clean.
Right.
For now. I don't think he.
Yeah.
Well, that's your boy, Tio.
Now, I noticed when I mentioned his name, I didn't hear no smiles, and then I say, "Let me leave that one alone."
No. We were
definitely smiling.
Mr. Kelly was gonna come up. We just didn't know how to broach it because I know you said you and Kelly had your little.
Y'all had your little.
Y'all ran together. Yeah.
No, Kelly cool. I mean, I ain't gonna say cool. We work it out, but anyway, I'll get back to Jusse. But the reality is this: Jusse Jackson had actually worked out a deal with, like I say, with Jusse to do community service.
How could Jusse Jackson work out? No offense to Jusse. Jusse, if you're out there, happy birthday. But I'm just saying.
Happy birthday, Mr. Jackson.
How could Jusse Jackson? I mean, I know he got clout. I get it. His son is still locked up, so I don't know how much clout he really has. But is he today's Chicago? That he can work out a deal.
Now he's still out there. Just put it like that. Rainbow Push, Operation Push. A lot of people go to Jusse. I'm talking about Jusse, but Jusse Jackson for a lot of help sometimes. And in this situation, I guess Jusse was an inside person, and Kim Foxx was able to kind of shuffle Jusse Smollett over to Operation Push, where he was bagging up some bags with Operation Push materials in it for senior citizens. That's what Jusse did. And for Jusse only to receive only performed 16 hours of community service, that was really what you call, that wasn't even a slap on the wrist. That was just like, I couldn't even explain what that was. It didn't make no sense to me.
But what isn't that like the protocol for misdemeanors or whatever it is when people lie? Community services and fines?
Counts, okay? 16 counts. And I understand it's protocol, but you normally would have to do more community service hours than 16 hours. Okay?
So there it is right there.
That's what a lot of people are baffled about.
Right. Well, that's because he's got money. He's doing service with Jesse Jackson, and he's got money and he's on TV.
And
he probably did
somebody, and you know, well, Chicago is also benefiting from the production.
Right, exactly.
Well. And that's a big benefit.
Money.
That's a big benefit. But we're never really going to know how you think it's going to play in the media. We're getting ready to go to break. We're going to let you slide, but hit that off. How do you think it's going to play in the media? Because our next guest is going to tell us how they think it's going to play in the media. But how you think it's playing out in the media in the long run?
No, it's going to run its course in the long run, and everybody, they'll probably forget about it. You know, just one of those things that happened, and Jesse just move on with his life. I mean, you know, the truth may come out eventually. He may just do another big interview, get paid to do an interview, and just break the truth, you know, tell the truth. That's what I think may happen maybe a year or two from now.
I thought he was going to do another quick interview with, like, Robin or Oprah. I thought he was going to show up somewhere, but he didn't. But if he shows up at the Image Awards,
this will be
that's
something to see.
Make some news, especially if he makes a big conversation. Now, if you were a betting man, how would you bet? Would there be a warm reception or kind of a lukewarm or just a cold diss?
Always remember, you're in Hollywood, and almost everything goes. Like in Las Vegas, what happens in Vegas stays there. He's a Hollywood performer. They're going to forgive Jussie. Trust me. People, you're going to have people that understand his plight. Trust me what I tell you.
I mean, I definitely
it's money on the table.
Yeah, definitely. I guess I forgive him, but I think I'd forgive him more if he came out and say, "Yo, I did that shit."
Right.
No,
that's
he
what we
can't
would
say
like
that,
to see
or he
Jussie
will be
do.
locked up.
Exactly.
I'm sorry I did that shit. But we
Yeah.
got to get up out of here.
All right, brother.
Thank you so much for calling in.
How can they reach you, bro?
Thank you always.
Yes. Go ahead, plug yourself one more time before you get out.
Oh, yeah, Tio Hardiman, Violence Interrupters. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook. That's Tio, last name Hardiman, Hardiman. And I wish you all the best. Much success to your crew there.
Thank you so much. Much success to you.
Happy spring, brother.
Happy spring. I'll talk to you soon. What's going on?
Right on.
All right,
right
babe.
on.
Thank you. All right, so
can we push through?
Can
we push the brew?
Push it through.
Push it through.
Push it through. You ready to push it through?
I'm ready to push it through.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you want to take 2 minutes to take a pic?
Yeah, let's take 2 minutes.
All right. I mean, the rhythm's hot.
Well, we don't have any calls.
Well, we could. He's here. We're gonna call the news director at 38.
Oh, okay.
Clarence is like, hit me. So we're gonna squeeze Clarence in real fast.
All right. Well, then we should take two and try to handle this technical stuff. You know.
No, he just said call him when he's ready. We just gonna move.
Okay. Well, let's call him.
Yeah. That's what we gonna
call
do.
him up.
Oh, this brother taking pictures poolside.
Watch your mouth. Yo.
You gotta hit me with a call, Dave.
Watch
Dave,
your mouth.
Hit us with the call. He's ready to go.
We trying to stay away from that stuff.
646, brother.
Showman Jones, hello. I didn't even go
1172.
IG. I suck.
We're just gonna hit him for 2 minutes.
I suck. So I was supposed to go on IG too, and I didn't.
You know what's crazy about this show?
What?
We got a lot of friends around the whole entire world.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we do.
You know what I mean?
Was you flushing?
No, it's exactly. Blaming on K-Way. You know that's my girl, whatever. I have to watch the video later. I know you all like blaming on K-Way because he is funny.
Oh, man.
Okay, well, Clarence, goodbye.
Clarence,
we love you.
There's so much
Let's
to
call
start.
the news director.
Yeah, let's call the news director and get him on the phone.
Let's get him popping. We're calling it the Cohen report.
Mr. KUSI, news director.
He's going to give us the hit. We told him 38, but I'm sure he'll be ready.
I'm sure he is. What time is it over there anyway?
It's 5:38.
5:38.
5:34.
JUS, you hot with all that stuff on?
I mean?
Yeah, you. The hat.
With that leather jacket on?
I don't know how hot he is.
No. I mean, I don't have all the hat on and the hoodie and all that other stuff. You trying to lose weight?
This is just, yeah.
Yeah?
You're hilarious.
Anyways, Anybody who's in New York City, the area tomorrow, I mean not tomorrow, in the next 2 weeks, April 12th, 13th, or whatever it is, come by on the 13th to the Sky Room. I'll send something out, post something anyway. So help me celebrate my birthday.
T's B-Day in the house.
My birthday is actually the 16th, so that's the first part of the shindig. When I was younger and still young and beautiful, I used to party all month. So now it's just 2 weeks. Actually, 3 weeks. Sorry. It's a whole month. So anyways, yeah, on the 19th, that's the biggest shindig.
Sounds great.
I'll put out. You coming?
I am coming.
You gonna come, Jay Wise?
I'm
where?
definitely coming.
I'm having. I think it's called not Ketra, whatever. It's downtown around here, not far away. Katra. Anyways,
That's what we like when Mr. Grovers knows the spot. That means he's rolling.
Yes.
Hit me with this number, yo. 858 505 5085. 858 505 5085. We're gonna call the Cohen Report. Let's get it lit. Yep, what happened?
Thanks,
I
Dave.
called in. We just
Hello
called.
there, this is Steve.
hey Steve, it's Tonya and Jay.
Hey, you guys, how are you? Happy Friday.
Yeah, congratulations on those Padres winning. That's hot stuff.
Yeah,
Hey.
well, that's historic. You bet. We'll take it.
That is historic. We calling this the Cohen Report. So
Yes,
anyway,
the Cohen Report. I
thanks for
love
being
it. I love
around,
it.
Steve.
Yes.
So we talk about a couple of our celebrities in the media and the legal trouble, hot water. I don't know how you want to call it, but since you run a big shop of industry, the case of Jusse Smollett. How do you play that in the media?
I have to, I think it was the surprise of the week, without any question. I didn't think that anyone felt there wasn't unanimity in Chicago among the decision makers there. So it surprised us, and I think the key is when you're surprised like that, you've got to play the story straight. You can't take sides. You have to just play it as you see it. So first, it comes out with his announcement with his attorney, and then of course the mayor comes out and the superintendent of police comes out, and you don't want to editorialize. I was really careful, even with the lower thirds, the way we identify things on the air in that lower third area. I said no adjectives, no extra added anything. Just play it straight down the middle, because everybody's got an opinion, and no matter what you do, people are going to get mad at you.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because I think people were really this almost went into like a political divide in some senses.
But it was an interesting political divide, though, because here you had the president, of course, siding with Rahm Emanuel, who are mortal enemies of each other on all other issues, and the president decided to weigh in, feeling as Rahm did, hey, the evidence was there. This should have been discussed, and we shouldn't have been surprised. I think the mayor was as angry about it because
really
he wasn't
angry.
included in the decision as he was about anything else. I don't think anybody really feels that he didn't do something that was inappropriate, but it just wasn't explained to anybody properly, especially that first day you couldn't get an explanation, and it divided along racial lines, which I thought was really unacceptable.
Yeah, because didn't that seem like an unusual strategy to, one, pop up out of nowhere with this huge decision, and then the fiery comments of the police and then the president, and then I think Monday goes into federal charges. It seems like they're trying to fight fire with fire.
Yeah, and it just snowballed because I don't really think it's an sectional issue. Like everyone likes to divide people up. When he's an African American, he's gay, and therefore he got off. I don't think that's what happened. I think that the state's attorney instead said, look, we don't deal with this as a high crime. This isn't a high crime. Yes, he may have done something wrong, but at the end of the day, I'm going to leap to what the judgment is in terms of how he should be treated. Now, she may have erred in not explaining all the steps. It seems to me that's more likely what went wrong here.
Right.
Is that the ultimate result of what is happening to him is probably justified, but by not going through the steps, it looks like it was intersectional and unjust.
Wow. What's
that's
next?
my take on it.
That's a big one.
I think that's what's going to happen down the road. Everybody's going to say, Yeah, I mean, what were you going to do to the guy? Put him in jail, imprison him? No, it wasn't a violent crime. The guy made an error. Perhaps he made a serious error in judgment.
It happens all the time when people.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It happens all the time. A lot of people falsely accuse somebody. Oh, that person did it, and it wasn't that person. They searched rivers and stuff like that, and
That's right. I think you're totally right about that. That's why we have to stop rushing to judgment all the time whenever something comes out 24/7, because then you just immediately start choosing up sides. And that's what kills you, right? If you're running a media place like I am, if you let people choose up sides before all the facts are out, the chance that you're going to get it wrong is probably a lot better than you're going to get it right.
I think I'm going to tell you how most people feel. I mean, for me, I feel that as soon as this happened, you saw a picture of him laying in the hospital bedroom. Excuse me. But you didn't see any other pictures that the noose. You saw a little scratch on his face. You saw what? Nothing else, right?
Puffiness.
Yeah,
right.
Puffiness. So, and I know you had the pictures. So my whole thing is proving it. I think if he would have showed one picture, then everybody's mouth would shut up.
Well, and then that, and does this, how big does this play into Hollywood? I mean, we're dealing with a lot of things now. We're dealing with the kind of college scandal that they're trying to clump everything in together, right?
Yeah, but I think you have to weigh it against the feeling that different groups have about how the criminal justice system works or doesn't work, right? So I think it's pretty clear. I think most reasonable people would say that if you are an African American, you're gay, or you're brown, the chance that the justice system is going to treat you the same way as the gals that were in court today in Boston, right, who gave up hundreds of thousands of dollars to get their kids in the USC, right, that they're going to have equal treatment, seems to me that most reasonable people would say the system just doesn't work that way. It should, but it doesn't work that way. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
Definitely. I mean, it's been like that since the beginning of time. You got money and power. You're privileged in some type of way.
Right, but the system can overcome privilege and often has. Like whether it's Phil Spector case, for instance, right, OJ. I mean, you can overcome
right,
privilege. Eventually, the system can win. Can overcome that if given time. What I'm saying is that nobody gives the system any time. There's no functionality at the get-go, so the result is the system looks corrupted all the time, and that just creates more angst, more anger on the part of different groups. I mean, look, the Golden Globes is coming up, right? And I think he's up for a Golden Globe, is he not?
Yeah.
So I think you got to weigh that. I mean, is he a good actor? Damn right, he's a good actor.
He is.
Did he do something wrong? Seems to, but what's the nature of that? And has he already been given his comeuppance for that by the state attorney? I think those are the questions that you've got to get to. But the way the 24/7 works these days, somebody grabs a narrative and then somebody grabs the other side of that narrative, and you can't get a discussion like we're having right now out there.
Well, that's the thing. Is Hollywood going to embrace them?
I think they already have,
as they normally would, or are they going to just kind of kick them to the side? Because that's what's curious about the Image Awards this week.
Well, I think that even if he did in fact do the acts as Rahm Emanuel says, it doesn't mean that the remedy is wrong, right? I mean, it seems to me that the state attorney's office got to a remedy that I think seems reasonable. Give him probation,
right,
fine him, and let him go on with his life.
Exactly.
Mistake made, move on. I just think that she by not explaining it to the mayor and the chief of police, she probably screwed up there by acting too precipitously. If she had spent some time strategizing with him, I think it probably would have had a different result.
Well, that's key, right? In narrow businesses, communication.
Communication is key.
Communication.
But she did what she did.
Right, but how many of us do it? I mean, we all are so good at saying what the ideal should be, and then we look at how we actually operate day to day, and the gap between what we think we should be doing and know we should be doing and what we actually are doing, sometimes can be a pretty darn big gap that we've got to work on filling, right?
Yes. But you're gonna have a big case in your town that's gonna go national.
What is that?
Mr. Winslow Jr. Kellen, you heard?
Yeah,
about this story?
again, let's make clear this is not the father,
No,
storied
Junior.
NFL player,
Right.
and by all appearances, just a great individual. This is the son, and the son seems to have had some engagements with women that seem to be, really flawed. Maybe even flawed to the point of having a mental health issue. I don't know for sure, but there certainly is doubt in this case. It's not, again, this is not a slam dunk. I mean, he has good representation. The women that have accused him of rape, the adult women, their stories have some level of being suspect in them, and I think that his defense counsel has got an opportunity to create some real doubt here. It doesn't mean that this is a guy that hasn't had problems. I mean, he's had a lot of problems in his life trying to figure out who he is and what kind of individual he'll be. But that doesn't mean he committed rape. So I think it's another one of these things where you've got to not rush to judgment. At least we're covering it that way.
Right.
Just saying, let's hold on here. He's accused of this. This is what's alleged, but the evidence has not been presented yet. Once we really get down to some more testimony, and we've covered some of the testimony, and I'll tell you, there's a lot of doubt in this case. This is not he did this at this point, in my view.
I sat in the courtroom. I was in San Diego a few weeks ago, but I was just getting buzzed from networks. They're coming. The trucks are coming.
Yeah, well, I mean that's because of the nature of his profile, and also isn't Brian Watkins representing him?
That's correct. I spoke to BW today, actually.
And Brian is one of the most premier defense attorneys in Southern California, and he's got it all. He's got the look, he's got the demeanor, he's got the presentation, so he understands media, and because of that, people are going to be attracted to him. Don't you think, Jay?
Absolutely. No, I mean, and he's working hard on this because every time I talk to him, and I talked to him today, he was like either in court or over or consulting, and he's putting a lot of hours on that case.
Well,
so.
and I think we all forget. It's not like CSI Miami or
Law and Order,
SVU, or
right.
I mean, it doesn't happen in an hour. It's about creating doubt, and if you can create doubt, smart jurors take that into consideration, and that's why these things are not slam dunks in real courtrooms. And I think Brian, he's the best at it, and he's cleaned up his client. The guy does not look like the guy that supposedly committed this crime. He looks like a Harvard graduate now. You know how that is. So.
Right. He definitely did work on that. Anyway, Steve, thanks a
so
million.
I think we want to hold our water on that one.
Yeah,
see where it goes.
I just wanted to tap into you.
I got to read up on that, actually.
I got to get... Oh, yeah. Don't worry. It's on the cover of every page, or just go to KUSI.com. They got a whole section on it.
I definitely will check that out.
I got to get Watkins over there to shake your hand, Steve, when you get a minute.
Anytime. Look, it's always great to talk to you guys. I love this. It's a chance to just kick back and talk about life real, rather than the bullshit that everybody has to put up with.
Exactly, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Tanya's birthday's coming up, so that's real. We getting ready to
okay, so are we guessing her age or not? Is that
no, we're not doing numbers. We're just doing parties.
All right, do
I'm
parties.
still 25, baby.
I'm not going to weigh in. I'm not weighing in on age. That's a danger zone. I don't want to be there.
Exactly, 25.
All right, we'll take it.
Steve, it was great having you. Always great talking to you.
You as well. Take care, you guys.
Take
Have
care.
a good week.
Thanks for the Cohen report. We appreciate that.
Yes, I
Hashtag
like
the Cohen
that. I like
report.
that, the Cohen report.
We love that.
Steve, we're going to have to
take care now.
All right, have a good Friday, Steve. Thank you.
We're going to call him for the report.
Yeah, we like that. All right, so that was hip. That was hip.
All right, well,
that's the media. Yeah. Well, the last four, the Image Awards. I'm dying to see the Image Award. Normally, I'm with the Image Awards. I like it. I applied to work on the Image Awards, but never got the gig. Yeah.
Oh.
When I was working with Russell Simmons at one time, I think he was
this is
his
out in Cali?
people. Yeah, right in BH, right in Bev Hills.
Okay.
So, but you know how that
They
goes.
didn't pick you, Jay.
Sometimes you
know
get them,
everybody.
sometimes you don't get them.
Sometimes
Yeah.
Well,
You know. Sometimes you
Well,
get.
I want to see if Jusse comes up in there. That's what I
Yeah,
want to see.
I think he's gonna hold his hand up and
better.
and knock it out the park.
He better. I think he should.
He might even win
I'm
an
gonna
award.
be like Donald Trump right now. The conclusion delusion is over. That's what I'm gonna do. It's over. Collusion, delusion, whatever he says.
You know what's over?
What?
Is Kellyanne Conway's marriage.
Bye, bitch.
You know, that was pretty funny this week too.
Really?
Yeah, because she and her husband was going on the East Coast and on chopping things up. But you know what Dave brought up? FLO, CEO,
CEO, FLO.
And thanks for making those calls for us, Dave.
Thanks, Dave.
I gotta call Clarence one more time.
Hand claps.
But,
there you go. There you go. There you
he
go.
was talking about Cardi B. Something I didn't know about.
What? What is that?
He was saying something. Not over till he faces his crim charges. That's what Vincent Hill says. Yo, Vinny Hill, call in real quick. We got a few minutes.
Yeah, we do.
929-227-4646. 929-227-4646. Let's hear what you got to say, brother. And are you making it to New York on Monday? What's up? What else is going on?
No, you were about to say something. Who are you talking about? Yeah, Cardi B.
Yeah, he was talking. Oh, Jack. He's with Donna Brazil. We got to get.
Who?
Clarence is with Donna Brazil. We got to get Clarence on the phone.
Well, call
man.
Tell him to call the number. He know how to use the fingers.
Excuse me?
Yes. You always take it to the left when I say things.
Say
always take it to the left.
I just didn't hear you properly.
Always take it to the left. I am telling you.
Hello?
Ain't nothing wrong with his fingers. He could dial.
Okay. All right.
Nasty. That's always taking it to the left. Just nasty.
He's got a great picture of him and Donna Brazil. They partying.
Yeah, well, they just said forget us.
He said, what happened? I called in. Someone kept telling me to hold on, put it on. What's up? Wasn't normal. He's like, all right, we messed up, but listen, he's hanging out with Donna Brazil.
Look at that.
He's got his
oh, that's a beautiful pic. Put it up there.
That's a great pic.
Can you do that?
I can try.
Oh, wow.
How's it working?
That's my man Clarence right there.
Closer, further.
You got it?
You got it?
All right. Well,
all right, Clarence, we tried to hit you back. That's a great picture of you and Donna.
Anyways.
I'm putting that on my website, by the way.
Exactly. It's really nice.
It is nice.
So, yeah,
he said he and Donna were flirting.
Oh.
That's the quote.
Oh. Well, damn.
Yeah.
All right, Clarence, get it on.
Get it on.
Get it in.
Well, you know, Clarence like to have his Manhattans.
And cigars.
Who is calling here from Atlanta?
That might be Vincent.
Oh. Hello?
We got calls popping.
I know. Hello? Hey. You called my number.
929. Put it near the mic.
Yeah, here, hold on a second.
I'm
calling 9. Can you do this? I'll text it to you real quick.
Just put it on speaker. Just put it on speaker. Just put it on speaker near the mic.
Hold on.
Like they do old school.
All right, so this Vincent. Go ahead. You're on speaker.
This is not just Vincent. Vincent Hill, law
Vincent
enforcement.
Hill, yes, it's not just Vincent. Hey, say hey.
Anchor author.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh.
So we heard your feedback on Mr. Smollett. You like down with federal charges. Go. You got 45 seconds. Clean it up.
Well, I mean, everybody's saying he's out of the water, but he's still facing those Fed charges that the FBI is still investigating for the mail fraud. And, you know,
mail?
I don't think he can cut a deal the way he did in Chicago when you're dealing with the Feds.
Yeah, for the mail, the letter that was written.
Oh, yeah, the letter. Yeah, I forgot about that letter.
Yeah,
the letter. So that's still pending. So, I mean, he may be out of the water in the city of Chicago, but
the Fed's going to get his behind.
The Feds may just get him.
Well, Vince, you know that's a 0 to 10 chance, right?
Could be, but
yeah,
I don't think they're gonna definitely dismiss it the way that Cook County prosecutor did.
No. But they're gonna do like I think everybody's saying like Teddy Pendergrass. They're gonna have to let it go.
Let it go.
Like a TKO.
Let Smollett go like a TKO. I like that. How you been, Vincent?
Yeah, Vin, what's up? Happy spring.
Happy spring.
Did the Braves win?
I've been blessed. had their opening. They may have had their opener, but I'm not a big fan of baseball anyway.
Okay.
Neither am I.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know, man. But I, been blessed trying to do a few things here and there.
When you coming back to New York?
We hope Monday.
Probably sometime next week. I may try to get there Monday.
Okay. Then we all should.
For sure.
Yeah, we.
It's gonna be Tonya's birthday. I think she wants to hang out with you.
When's your birthday?
What?
When's your birthday?
April 16th. But I'm going out of town next week. But the following week.
Y'all just keep talking.
Yeah,
Yo, Vin,
I'll call you back.
the show's over.
Yeah.
I'll call you back, Vincent. But thanks for calling in.
Yeah, no doubt. Thanks for listening. And for everybody
All
out
right.
there, thanks for listening. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for being a part of the show.
Yes, thank
Every
you
time
all.
we talk about Jusse, it just rolls and rolls
Roll
and
and
rolls. Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Tio. Thanks,
Tio,
Clarence.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you, Tonya.
Thank you, Jay.
Thanks
Thank you,
for the
Jay
ride.
Rice. Thank you, Malcolm.
And we'll
Thank
see you all
you.
next week.
I won't be here next week, y'all.
Oh, no. I can't handle this.
Yes, I will not.
Oh, y'all giving her a clap? That's wrong.
Oh, wow.